SEO in 2026, or AEO or GEO as we call it now, is not the same job as it was 3 years ago. It's something like 10 times harder. The old version was optimizing for Google's blue links. That was the whole game. Now you are either showing up or not showing up. In ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Google's AI mode, Google's AI overview, Google's Gemini. Plus, there is review velocity, citation building, getting cited on the platforms LLMs actually pull from. And the thing is, none of this is documented anywhere. The playbook is changing week to week, which is where Berlin comes in. The way I think about it is that Berlin is the search optimization agency you would otherwise hire, except the agent does the execution and an SEO expert, whom we call as forward deployed marketer or FDMs, owns the relationship with you. You sign up, and Berlin actually starts researching your brand before you even land in the dashboard. Same scope as an agency, roughly a quarter of the cost and 5x the speed though. Let me just show you what that looks like. I'd start fresh the way a new customer would. When I sign in for the first time, this is where I land. This is the home page. Think of it as the place where everything that needs my attention shows up. New findings, actions waiting on me, anything Berlin wants me to look at. Right now, there is basically few things because the account is fresh. Berlin's asking me to connect Google Search Console and GA4. It needs this to actually start watching the brand. So I'll do that. Single sign in takes a second. I'll start with Google Search Console. It's essentially the same for the analytics as well. Once the setup is done, this is what the homepage would look like. Berlin's done its research on the brand, the audit is running, and the things need my eyes are all sitting right here. Before we get into the work though, I would like to show you what Berlin figured about the brand on its own. So the overview section has basically the high level information, industries, business model, company size, and a brand context narrative. Also has geographies, competitors, the topic tree itself. All of it is pulled together from the public web during the sign up. And if anything is off, I can just correct it. On top of that, anything I want Berlin agents to know, like tone guide, keyword priorities, internal playbook, whatever that does not belong to this existing structured view, I can add that to the files. And it gets pulled into every agent's run. All right, this is what Berlin's actually doing on the brand. Berlin runs a portfolio of workflows. Each one watches a slice of the SEO surface on its own cadence. So if you look here, this is going to run in 4 days. This one is going to run in 6, and this is in 20. We're still building out the portfolio for this brand. The agent is still running. These are the ones that already set up. Quick walkthrough. This one, it's AI citations. Basically, are we showing up on ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google AI mode, etc. The second one is the one audits core web vitals and builds a performance fix backlog. The third one is identify striking distance queries, where we are close to the first page and flags cannibalization between the URLs. And the last one is the typical on-page SEO audit titles, metas, and H1s across the whole sites to find CTR rewrite opportunities. Here's the thing. An agency would run an audit like this once, maybe every month, or even once in a quarter. Berlin runs each of these continuously, mostly on weekly cadence, and the first pass takes under an hour, not 3 days. All that signal from all of these workflows, typically in a setup, there would be about 40 to 50 workflows. All of those lands in one living audit report. It just keeps updating as the new signal comes in. It doesn't go stale the way an agency's quarterly deck does. It just keeps updating with the new information. Let me show you one important finding. So for this brand, Berlin found out a couple of keywords where they are ranking in the top 3 on Google. These are pages doing real work for the brand. And on AI search engines like Perplexity and ChatGPT, the brand doesn't show up at all. Same intent, same buyer, completely different surface. 3 years ago, this wasn't a finding anyone could even surface. Today, it's where the buyer is actually making the decision. Okay. So from a report like that, from a finding like that, Berlin generates concrete actions. These are discrete pieces of work, each one tied back to a specific finding in the report, not suggestions, the actual things that need to ship. I would like to show you some of the things that Berlin had found based on the analysis they previously did. These are a couple of blog post suggestions. And from here, the routing is automatic. The actions that are safe to ship on their own go straight to the execution pipeline and then to the review center, like here, waiting to get pushed to connected system. Whether that's content updates. If that's a content update, it gets pushed to the CMS. If it's a technical fix, it executes against the website. The one that needs a human eye also route into the review center. It's just that would not get executed, where this is where the FTM would approve before anything goes live. Day to day, this is where the FTM lives, shaping the portfolio up in the homepage and approving the work down here. FTMs also take care of the work that no agent can automate, like posting in Reddit or LinkedIn where the automations are blocked, or fixing a technical issue on the website. And the kind of issues or the actions that Berlin would pick up are also very diverse. It's not just the content creation or technical fix, or doing an on-page audit or posting in Reddit. It's basically everything an SEO or AEO would need to do in 2026 to bring the brand to top of the search result. Quick note on why this all works. Berlin runs its own crawler against the brand and competitors, which is why what you just saw is current. It's not a SEMrush export from last month. And there is a real data layer underneath that the agents query directly. They're not guessing from the context the way most AI tools do, which is what lets one FTM actually cover an account at the depth an agency would assign 3 people to, and the breadth no agency would typically cover yet. And it is why the pricing lands where it does now. So that's Berlin, the platform doing the execution, the FTM owning the relationship. If you've got a marketing team in-house, this takes about 70% of the operational work off their plate. If you're about to sign an agency, this is what you'd be signing instead. Anyway, thanks for watching. You are welcome to try it.